everyone, and welcome to today's Carly and Convo. It's another Love Island special. I know you've been waiting for it, and today we're going to be with the lovely Marcel.
What's going on? How's it
There
going,
we
Carly? All right?
go. Hey, Marcel, how are you today?
Too bad. I'm not too bad. Just
It's
literally.
in the middle of your daddy duties,
Yeah.
weren't you?
But it's all good. It's all good. I can't complain.
All good. I know you've been very busy lately, so we've had stag do. Last time I saw you was at the Snug sofa launch thing, and you said you were planning your stag then. So I've been for the lads. I've seen there was a news story even where you got swarmed by fans.
Yeah, literally when I got in there, like my table was right at the back, and as I was walking through it was just literally like a madness. It felt like when I first came out of the villa and I'd walk into a place with kind of like that kind of vibe. So yeah, like it was a bit of a mad one.
So it's been a few years now. I'm sure you've been out and about on your holidays and such, but why do you think that kind of went off so much more?
I have not. Do you know what? I feel like because it was, I went on my stag during Love Island, didn't it? Right. So I think maybe people the show brings hysteria. Exactly.
Well, exactly. I'm glad you're right. Did Wayne sort you out then? Get you a little private booth or something?
Yeah. We had our private booth in the VIP area. You know, Wayne likes to look after us.
Yeah, cool. Wedding planning, how's that going? Everything in order? Is it August?
August, yeah. So it's towards the end of August when we're getting married. Everything is I think everything's done. Bex has done a really good job of doing the majority of the planning, whereas I'm having to just say, yeah, babe. Yeah.
Nod.
Totally.
But so you've left all the planning to her, and you've just got to approve it, basically.
No, like I've been involved. Like I've put things forward. Do you know what I mean? But like obviously, it's like for the bride, it is like a much bigger thing. They've dreamt about this moment for their whole lives, walking down the aisle to their Prince Charming, which is me, and like. Do you know what I mean? I need to make sure that she's happy with it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm
sure, but she's
it's gonna look amazing. Have you got any celeb guests on the list? I think I read somewhere that there's some islanders coming.
There are some islanders coming. So Johnny, who was my best mate from my season of Love Island, Sam Gowland's going, and Jake Quickenden's gonna be going as well.
Nice. Was there some invites that got lost in the post to the rest of them then, or?
Nah, do you know what? Like when you come off the show, you're like, you've made friends with a lot of people, but there's ones that are like, they're forever mates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's friends that you'll have and they'll be in your life for a long time. So, but you can't have everyone in your life for a long time. Do you know what I mean? Because they're doing their own things, but the ones who are meant to be there will be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, well, that I'm sure can't wait for the photos. To be honest, I'm sure it's gonna look amazing. Is little Roman got a key part of the day as well?
You know what? Roman is the page boy, obviously, but it's also we're doing his christening on the same day. So
he's so cute. I can't cope with it.
Yeah, he's literally adorable. He's got his matching suit with daddy's. It's gonna be. I mean,
stop it, bless his heart. But yeah, hear about Love Island anyway. So you obviously a firm favourite. I think. Not to make your ego get a bit big, but probably the favourite Islander of your series 3.
Yeah, everyone. Thank you, Carly. I appreciate that. You know,
I think I did tell you this last time as well, so this isn't the first time I'm telling you. But how would you describe kind of your overall experience? If obviously you're very not single, we're about to get married, but would it be something you would do again, or is it like an absolutely no thing for you?
Do you know what? I feel like at the time in my life when I done the show, it was the best thing for me to do. It was literally the best choice I could possibly make in my life. and looking back, if I was the 31 again in the same position, I probably would do it. But now, where I am now, I wouldn't I wouldn't need to do it because I've literally got my beautiful fiance, got my beautiful baby boy. None of those things would have happened unless I did the show at the time I did it, because everything that happened since then led to this point. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, no, of course.
Like happiness is now, but doing the show was definitely it was an amazing time. Like it's a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity, and to be able to be one of the people that actually got to go on it and experience it all the way through from the first day to the final day of the show. It was literally an experience that like only a few people really get to fully do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, from the start to the end,
like,
especially, that's quite rare.
so yeah, I loved it. I love doing the show and the experience that it gave me, and like obviously the life that it's given me afterwards. So yeah, I would definitely say if it was younger me,
Yeah.
go and do it, Mars. Do it, bro.
But you did have, you mentioned day one there. You were in there from day one to the end. Your end of the show is probably a lot brighter than the start of the show. And I know we did kind of speak about that last time. That was not nice, was it? That was not cool. The boys, when we spoke to Play Squad at the event, even said they were nearly that close to flying out and coming to
Yeah,
scoop the boy out.
they were on getting a helicopter in, commandoing down, grabbing me, flying me off, and just like looking away like it was commando. Like, but do you know what? I think this season they made a conscious effort to make that not a possibility.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think it was a good choice because it kind of like let all of the contestants start on the same foot. Because for me, like I'll say it now. For me, that first day, it knocked me back in it. So mentally, I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna survive this. How am I gonna get through this? Like those are all the things that it's literally the worst day of my life. All of those things are going through your brain, and when you're in an environment with no one that you really know, you don't know. You don't really know who to talk to about the situation. Obviously, there's producers and all that kind of stuff that are there, but at the same time, you don't want to look like you're not ready to be on the show, innit? Do you know what I mean? So you're like, you just got to brave it, you just got to front it, and literally, I said to myself, Mars, pretend you're on holiday and just enjoy your time. If you're here for a week, you had a nice week's holiday, and that's literally that's the mindset I gave myself. And for the rest of that week, I was just literally just chilling, just doing my thing, and for some reason, everyone just started kind of like drawing towards me, and I was like, this is weird. Like I'm making like everyone just wants to be my friend. Like, but like why? It's just because I'm bare cool. I'm just literally just cool and chill in it. So yeah, that was literally the most stressful day of my life.
Yeah.
But I think me starting like that, it just gave me the kind of calmness to like just be like, you know what, you made it through the first week. Just be you, Marsh. Just do you, and just flipping, you'll get where you're gonna go.
I guess that's massive, like fight or flight energy. Like where are you going? Like because half of you's probably gonna want to walk out the door, and the others are like, no, stay.
Exactly, 100%. Like because like when I'm seeing people like because obviously like Jackson just left, like for his own mental being in it, because literally that place, it can literally mess with your mind because you're literally in there going, this ain't who I am, this ain't how I usually act. Like, and mentally you're breaking yourself down, and sometimes some people do just have to like leave in it because it's for their own good. Like luckily, like I was able to like kind of like be like, yo, you know what, talk myself around and get myself into a good mindset. But sometimes like you can't, like I don't know, like maybe because I was older, I was like more. I've probably been through a few more things that
was experience to kind of help you through a little bit more.
Like get me through it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think? Because a lot of the fans are thinking about Jax's exit. That the producers actually like were telling him to go for his own good and like to get out there. That's what the fan theories are. I wondered what you thought about that, or do you think it was generally for his mental health and he was thinking, get me out?
Do you know what? Like obviously I can't talk for the producers, but I do feel like sometimes if someone's bringing a certain energy and a certain vibe to the show, the producers are more likely to kind of like be like, do you know what? Like, obviously, like we feel like you're not having the best time here. If you do want to leave, we 100% support it, and do you know what I mean? Like they'll kind of give them the kind of like backing to leave in it. Do you know what I mean? Because like there was like I was watching the show and I was literally thinking, he's kicking off. Oh, like he's losing his head, and he was losing his head to an extent when he was just being aggressive to a lot of the other contestants because he swore at Billy. He was like being weird with Paige. He was like kicking off with Adam and all of those things. I think there are certain things that they say to you before the show. It's like, obviously we like we don't like aggression in the villa. We don't like none of these things. So maybe he was just hitting trigger points, and they was like, look, if you don't feel like you can literally calm down, it might be best for you to leave. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that's potentially probably what happened.
Yeah, that's a bit, well, it's all for the drama, but yeah, hopefully he's all right now in a kind of better place. But yeah,
exactly.
maybe steering him in that direction is kind of what they try to do then.
Because the thing of it is, like, there's like, it's always good to have a little bit of drama, a little bit of like confrontation, but you never want it to like get to a point when it's seeming like oh like you know what I mean, like when
someone ruin your reputation forever kind of thing.
Like who was the girl last season that lost her head and was just going off? Faye, yeah, she lost her head and she was going mental, and everyone was like, oh, I don't like seeing that. And I think when the show is showing things that people don't like seeing, then it kind of gets a bit too much. Because like on my season, obviously there was the conflict between Theo and Johnny when both of them stood up, and I had to split them up. But that was more like, that was semi-entertaining.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas this was just like one person going after like just going off on a tangent, and like that's not what people like to see. Do you know what I mean? They go back and forth. If someone's being attacked and not really going back at the other person, like a fair thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. Is there anything you'd change about how the show works, the process of it at all, that you think?
You know what? I honestly feel like a couple years back, because they like it would have been the first day. I was literally saying they need to do something that makes it more equal, because every year it was like me, then it was Sharif, and then it was who was the other, like then it was a girl that didn't get picked.
One day, I think, possibly.
Yeah, I think it was your one day, and I was like, they need to change that so it's like it's even from the start, and they have actually done that. Other than that, I think obviously I feel like there should be a few more changes to the format, because I think everyone kind of like knows the format. It's like 4 weeks go past, Castle on Moor happens.
Yeah.
Like then after Castle on Moor, there's too many people in the villa, so they do a vote. So it's like to find out who's the least favorite islanders. Obviously, it's going to be the Castle on Moor people because they haven't been there that long. They go, and then it's like I could literally like me and Johnny used to actually sit in there and be like, they're going to send in a girl today. They're going to send in
really.
And we'd literally guess it, and we guess it right every time. Because
and that was only series 3, so it's been that repetitive from the get-go.
But like there is like a repetitiveness about how the format is. However, I will say this season, the things that I was looking forward to, like after Castle on Moor, I was looking forward to like the movie night. Didn't happen. Like I was like, what? There's no movie night. There wasn't a postcard sent through. No. There wasn't any of those things, and I was like, what is going on? But I feel like maybe because they didn't do those two things yet, there might potentially be something bigger. I feel like they might be doing something bigger, because they need to show what's been going on to you know what I mean? Like Dami's, like, do you know what? For me, Dami's handshake was worse than just a kiss. You know, the handshake done with Summer. I was like, oh my God, he's made a handshake that leads into a kiss. They've been working on that for hours. That's 100% gonna like tick India off. 100%.
Yeah. Blimey. So we think we've got the best yet to come. So that's great.
Definitely.
Adam's now gone in though, so they coined him as the biggest bombshell of all time. And what did you think about that?
Do you know what? Adam, he like I remember him on his original season, and he was definitely a player. He was knew what he's doing. Now that he's a bit more mature, he's seeming like he just knows what to say to every single girl. So I feel like he's doing a great job for what they wanted. I was a bit surprised, thinking, oh, like what? They've sent in someone from a previous season. It's a bit like I was thinking, surely they've got more bombshells that could have gone in that are fresh and new. But do you know what I mean? Like Adam's working well. I think
he's gone to everyone. He said exactly the right thing to every person. So I was actually thinking, is he like the producer's little mole? Is they tell him what to say?
There is no doubt about it. Adam is a plant. He's been planted in there to literally rile up every single situation. It's like Jax. The producer might have wanted Jax gone. He was like, okay, Adam, go do. You know what I mean? He's like their mercenary. He just gone in there to just take any couple down. I think it might be Luca next.
Oh, that's what we had a question from Marcel. Which
No,
couple do you think will split from the series, Jem and Luca?
No, do you know? I think Jem and Luca are they are very, very solid. They are very solid, but I feel like there has got to be something that they do towards the end of the show that's gonna like kind of like rile them up, because there was a few things that happened on my season, because like everyone was like, oh, like, yeah, you like me and my partner were, oh, you lot are flying, and then they tried to do certain things to kind of like
poke you,
mess with the vibes. So I feel like Jem and Luca, they're going very smoothly, but by all means there will be some sort of havoc.
dun, dun, dun.
I mean, they tried to do it early by sending Jackson, but
yeah,
how Jackson and Luca became best mates is weird.
Especially with him so protective of Gemma.
It is so weird. It's so strange, but Love Island.
Love it. Is there anything you've watched back this series and it kind of made you remember any behind the scenes secrets or like unknown facts that maybe the audience at home don't know of?
Do you know what? Like, there's been a few bits when I'm talking to Bex and I'm like, yo, do you know, like they 100% told them to go and have a chat. They 100% done this. Like, but off the top of my head, I can't remember. But there's 100% moments when I'm like, that seems so forced, because like people are having conversations when they don't really need to have conversations. And I think it was actually the other day when Gemma, I think it's the whole Jack situation, when Gemma was saying to, I think she was saying to Jax, oh, like Adam was talking about you or something like that. And I was like, for her to just like normally you'd let people's dramas just happen and whatever. But on the show, nothing is kept a secret. If it's gonna make a story, if it's gonna make a plot line, they'll get someone to feed the information to the person who needs to hear it. Whether they tell someone who's their best mate, and then their best mate tells them because they're gonna tell them they're their best mate. You know what I mean? Like when those things happen on the show, it's usually because someone's gone like do you know what, like we really want you to like just fill Jackson on what's been said about him. Do you know what I mean? Because they know what it's gonna create.
Of course. Yeah.
TV, when it comes down to it, it's literally it's a TV show. They want all the plots to happen. Do you know what I mean? They want the drama to happen. So
no, of course.
Yeah.
Got a question there, Marcel. Do you think Gemma genuinely likes Luca, or is she using the show for fame?
Do you know what? Like, by all means, Gemma is Michael Owen's daughter. Yeah, I think she could get with anyone, and they'll like she'll be propelled into something. But I actually do feel like Gemma and Luca genuinely like each other. I do.
Fairs. I know you've said before about a secret day off that kind of people at home didn't know about. What do you do on your day off? Can you go anywhere? Can you escape if you want to? There's
no way you can escape.
No way.
You could probably try running, but you haven't got a passport. You haven't got any. You know what I'm saying? You've got no money. Like, you'd probably get to the bottom of the road and be like, yo, I'm running a villa, free food, and just chilling all day long, and potentially going to come out of it really, really making loads of money. There's no point in escaping. But what you do on your day out is sometimes you go to the beach. You know what I mean? Just have a little beach day. The boys will have a beach day with just the boys. The girls will go and be at the villa or do whatever they're doing. They keep you separate. Like, so you're having your little chats, like talking about things. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a little break away. But usually they do those on Sundays. It's either Sunday, because I think they film on the Saturday, but the Saturday, whatever they film on Saturday gets shown on the Sunday episode, because Saturdays are the night off, innit?
That's why we don't have an episode on the Saturday.
Precisely.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Are you still monitored though, like under surveillance on your day off? Can you go out and like go get pissed or go out and do whatever you want?
There's no going out and and getting drunk. Literally, on my season, you was allowed 2 units of alcohol per night. Do you know what I mean? Two units out of push. Sometimes, actually, John, that's like sometimes you might get an extra glass of prosecco if they're having a party.
Woo.
But usually, wait, was it two? Was it two? Or was it 2 beers and 1 glass of wine? It was something ridiculous, and we was like, this ain't right. I started off drinking beers on the first couple of days, and I was like, you know what? I've got abs right now. I need to maintain these abs. Can't drink beer for a whole 7 weeks. Onto the white wine. The white wine, it trims you down as well. You wake up a bit dehydrated. You got extra abs.
I wish that happened to me. I don't think my years of drinking white wine that's ever happened, but I'll carry on if that works.
You've got to have to begin with, though.
Yeah, that's probably why they're not showing up. Strict rules. We spoke to a few Islanders. They said you're told a lot of things before going in that you can and can't do. One of them has been told you can't get totally naked. Is that true on camera?
No, I was totally naked. Like,
that's what I mean. We found a little screenshot and we did crop it for you to save your modesty. But now the Islanders aren't allowed to get naked like that at all.
Are you sure? That's ridiculous, though. How you meant to have a shower without getting naked?
But then think about it. Have you seen anyone in a clip like yours this series?
No, but
that picture was actually cropped, like had a lot more below it.
There was, I know there was some booty in that, but however, like it did get picked up, and do you know what? Like the fans were raving about the booty. So, you know what I mean, like sometimes, like maybe there's not been anyone with a booty like mine before. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I was thinking, why has that changed? Do you think they're trying to like protect the Islanders' modesty a bit more? And why did they not protect yours?
You've got to think of it like this: when you break it down, the show has gone from being like a show that was more for like late teens, like early adults and all that kind of stuff, to like a lot of people watching the show. That's why on my season there was so much smoking. There was everything going on. All of that has been cut from the show because, for the simple reasons, they want it. They want it to spread to a wider audience. So there's kids that are like in school, 14, 13, 14, watching the show. So they don't want to encourage smoking. They don't want them to be seeing explicit nudity or whatever it is. So they're tailoring it. So by all means, like there's naked cast members on this season, but you're just not seeing it because they don't need to edit it in. Back in my day of Love Island, it used to be a bit more raunchy. Like I remember watching a season before my season, and like
I know which one you mean.
And there was people having sex in cupboards and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's like so it's definitely changed because you don't really see the X-rated stuff. They kind of like
an improvement though. What would you prefer? What's more entertaining? Your kind of era or now?
I think my era was. I feel like I'm not even saying this. I think my season was probably the last season of that kind of Love Island. I feel like the season afterwards, it all kind of became a lot more PG and a lot more
influencery.
By all means, you know what I'm saying? Like I think the only person that really had a big following before the show on my season was Jess. Mm-hmm. Jess wrote Dom's
Jess is.
But it's like I think now everyone that's going on the show, they've all got something that they're going on the show to kind of like get. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously they see how much the show propels you, but a lot of them are like musicians and are
obviously trying to plug like something influencer
They've all got like a minimum like 20,000 people following them already. I went on the show, I had 2,000 people following me. It was mad. Do you know what I mean?
I bet that was skyrocketed once you got out.
When I got out, it went mental. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like my phone wouldn't. It was just pinging off every 5, like not even 5 seconds. Every second, like had to turn that thing when you turn your off because it was literally like, this is ridiculous. Like I can't even text someone.
Can you remember when you left, like what happened in the leaving process? Were you allowed to stay in the villa like one more night, or were you kicked out immediately, or what happened when you on the final?
So on the final, I think if my memory serves me correctly, the night before the final is when they wrap the villa. You don't sleep in the villa no more, and they take you to like another villa so they can reset up the villa into the finale kind of like setup, and then you go back to the villa later on. But the final thing that you do in the old villa is film your entrance into the finale. So you got to wear the same clothes that you're going to wear for the finale in at the end to film the little entrance thing, and then you walk, and then you all walk towards the door, and then you actually walk out the following day in the same clothes to do the finale, which is
Right, so it's all a bit staged. So you've all seen each other in your glad rags before the big night. I think we had a question popped up. I can't remember who it was. If you want to pop it up, what was the worst part of your Love Island experience?
the first day.
First day, yeah.
Other than that, I loved life. I loved life, but that first day was definitely. Like I think that was probably the worst day of my actual life. Yeah,
but at least it got better. It got a lot better from then, and it got
exactly, and it got even better afterwards. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like definitely. I think 100% facts. The worst day of my life happened on TV
for everyone to see,
and everyone saw it.
But you handled it like a king.
There you go. I handled it like a boss, like an OG, like Dr. Marcel would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think many people in their life can say the worst point in their life that they handled it really well whilst on camera. So I think that's a great achievement, to be honest with you. What should, when they come out of the villa, what should these islanders kind of be wary of? Like, is it like, don't check Twitter? Because we were having a look earlier, and Danica, for some reason, has had like a load of brutal fan like comments. So I'm not really sure why. So what do you think that any advice for when they leave, like what should be careful of?
Do you know what? Like when you leave, everyone's got an opinion of you, and everyone thinks they know you and think they have the right to say whatever they want to you. Yeah. So if you're walking down the street and someone's like, Marcel, like, I hate you. Like, do you know what I mean? I hate you because of this or whatever it is, and you're like, I don't know who you are. Like, why are you talking to me like this? Mentally, you just got to be. You've just got to be prepared to feel for other people to feel like they have rights to you.
Yeah,
we've seen you on TV, and that is crazy. It's literally mental. But a lot of people just think, he's a lover. He's not gonna say nothing to me. Like I'll just say this to him, and he's just gonna take it wherever it is. But sometimes, like, do you know what I mean? Like people on the outside don't understand. Like you're a person
they don't actually know you, and you have a life off screen and feelings. You're not just a character.
Exactly.
I know it's a bit of a sad question, but I know you recently posted about your late friend Mike. So I know you put on your Instagram, bless him. You had a great time off the show. Some people, there's been a few staff and contestants who didn't have a good time off the show. Is there anything, that advice for like these islanders along those kind of lines that you'd like to kind of push out and kind of put into their universe so they can take it and kind of learn any lessons or anything like that?
Do you know what? Like, it's always good. Yeah, it's always good to have a good circle of people around you that you can talk to, because like me and like I experienced something along the same lines of what Mike did before everything happened, and like when you feel like everything is crashing in because at one point I was going through a mad breakup. My nan passed away. I got robbed. Like there was like all of these things, and then at the same time I'm having trolls and all these different people like sending me horrible messages and all that kind of stuff. And like literally, if it wasn't for like my friends and my mum and like and the people that I spoke to, that was just like, Marsh, you know what? It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be fine. Like you can make it through the situation.
Yeah.
If I didn't have that, like, and I was just trying to put on a brave front and all of those different things, I probably would have imploded as well. And it's like it's I'm I literally spoke to Mike literally 2 weeks beforehand, and he was doing, like, he was just opening up his restaurant. He was telling me to come down to the opening and all that kind of stuff. I was like, yeah, like, I'll be there and all those kind of things. But like, you never really know what someone's going through internally in it. So what, like my thing I would say is, like, have good people around you and try your best not to get drawn into like the social media element of your fame, because obviously you're going to be making money. People are going to be asking you to do posts and all that kind of stuff, but there's trolls, and like sometimes you're getting sent the worst kind of things. Like, I was getting sent racial abuse, I was getting sent all kinds of stuff, like, and I'm like, you're dealing with it, but when there's other things going on outside of just your Love Island personality, character, Instagram, that kind of thing, when
Yeah.
you've got things going on the outside as well, like that everyone goes through, like losses and all those different things, sometimes the pressure can get too much in it. But you just gotta like try and deal with your personal things how you would deal with them if you wasn't famous. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Fame does bring added pressures to everything, because
Yeah.
you're being scrutinized, you're being, like, people are saying horrible things, and all of that is just an additional pressure that you don't need. So if you can avoid looking in your comments, reading all of all of your DM requests from all of the fake accounts and all that kind of stuff, just sending you horrible things, then, you know what I mean, like, just keep who you really are before the show. Make that person the important person, and make the person that's the famous showcase. Just let them just be who they're gonna be. Do what you need to do when you're working. Put on a
Yeah.
smiley face kind of stuff, but don't let that be the person that is easily like got. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that person needs to be that. Do you know what I mean? That person needs to be out there. Like, keep
Yeah.
your realness. Make sure that's being looked after. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, of course, very good human. Do you think watching the show since you've lost him, do you see things a little bit differently now? Or like, obviously had the show with Caroline as well, so that's two people who you had in your
Yeah.
series. Do you kind of, does it ever, you think, affect how you watch it nowadays, or make you think different at all?
Do you know what I feel? Like going back to the Jack situation. It's like, you could see from watching the show that Jax was going through a lot of things in there, like emotionally, he was like up and down emotionally. And it's like, I think watching that, I think the fact that they did make a big kind of like a big deal about him leaving, the way that they did it, like I feel like I think the show was trying to show, like, look, we understand that people are going to be going through these things, but, you know what I mean, like if you need to leave, just take your time and go. Do you know what I mean? Like I think, because I don't think the show wants to have like a negative like put on them regarding mental health, because there's been so many incidents in the past with connected to the show, innit? Like, so
Yeah.
I think like watching the show, when you are seeing people going through situations, like like you know what I mean, you just hope that, like, they're getting the support that they need to be getting. And I think Jack's being given the support and being encouraged to take a step away from the show for his own good. I think that's an important thing to see, as
Yeah.
someone who's, do you know what I mean, who knows people who have been in situations when they come to the show and it's not been the best thing for them. So I think maybe him being able to go home, get back to who he was. Obviously, he's going to be famous now. He's going to be out there. People are going to be booking him for PAs. He's going to be
Mhm.
messages. People, like, he's probably looking at his Twitter and all this kind of things. But I just hope that he's getting the support that he needs after that, because he's obviously left the show for a reason. So hopefully the producers and the show and the channel are going to be giving him all the assistance that he needs to
Yeah.
make sure he's getting himself back into the right frame of mind
Yeah.
post show. I mean,
Yeah. No, definitely. I think that's why they kind of gave him like a big chance to explain it and get emotional and explain his side so people could see he is like human and he does have a more emotional side to him. So I think that's why producers kind of gave him that floor and airtime to kind of
And I
explain
think
that side of him.
that was important. I think that was important because there's been previous people that have left, and you don't know why they've left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like it was never clearly explained why certain people left the show, or you know what I mean. But it's good that they gave him the platform to kind of like say what he needed to say and like let everyone know. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, definitely.
Just like, you know what I mean, let me be.
Yeah, definitely. Aside from Love Island and Wedding, also still bigging up Blazing Squad. You're still touring. You're still doing stuff. What can you kind of give us? Any goss? Any new music coming on? What's going on for you this summer? I know you've got a lot probably going on.
So we've got at the end of the year we've got a tour on. We're doing a national tour with it's us, S Club, and E17 doing
Icons.
That. Obviously, the icons of East London representing, and then and throughout well, obviously I'm going up. I'm going to Portugal for the wedding in August, but then we are potentially going to be releasing a song. We've got two songs that we've recently recorded, but one of them's called Electric Money, which is very 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 good, and like I'm sure you'll be seeing some snippets of what we got going on with that in the very near future. And then yeah, aside from that, it's just I've got another project that I'm working on with a couple other DJs called the Vibe Runners, and we've basically got like it's like old school garage, but we've got female vocalists on some old school garage beats, and it's just vibes. It's vibes for the summer. So hopefully we're going to be getting the first song out by August. So yeah.
Oh, exciting stuff. And I better be coming to this tour because I've met Terry before and I've chatted to Terry from E17, who's an absolute geezer and I love him so much. So yeah, you'll love touring with them. They're absolute lads, and S Club were like my favourite band growing up. So I need to be a part of this. And for everyone,
what about Blazing Squad?
That's what I was about to say. With a picture coming up, I saw you guys front row. Did I not? We're singing front row at Snug event.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I fancied you all, so I'm gonna give you that. we all had posters of you on our wall, so me and my friends. So there you go, there, Marcel. A dream collab before we go. I think I did ask you before, but who would the dream collab be if we're shooting for the absolute stars?
The dream collab on a song. This is hard. This is hard because there's so many talented people, but I think a dream collab on a song with the Blazing Squad.
Yeah.
I think we'd have to go with 50 Cent. 50 Cent and Blazing Squad representing, do you know what I mean? Breaking it down. I think that'd be sick.
We're putting that into the universe right now. 50. If you ever hear this, Blazing Squad are up for it. The game.
And if he ever wants to do Power England, just give me a call.
Well, thank you so much, Marcel. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and I hope you have a lovely wedding. Can't wait to see the snaps. But yeah, been a pleasure.
Thank you, Kylie. It's been a pleasure. Anytime you want to talk about it, just give me a shout. I can talk for years.
Yeah, I was going to say I've kept you too long, but we love a natter, didn't we? But yeah, amazing stuff. Thank you.
Nice one. See you later.
Bye.